Um, so section 10. In section 10, we're going to talk about again about experts versus novices. So experts like those people who know a lot and who can just organize and just categorize their knowledge in a specific domain. So the better you could encode and you could retrieve information from the memory, you would be the most expert person in the room, if that makes sense. For example, when it comes to psychology, I would imagine, especially let's say developmental psychology, I would just imagine everybody in my class is an expert because like, especially in test two, all of you guys got a good grade. So probably you know a lot about different frameworks now, you know a lot about prenatal development. I would say that you guys are an expert, all of you. So it is like your difference, your expertise comparing to a student in, let's say, biology or a student in like engineering. You are an expert in developmental psychology. They are not, because you are able to categorize and just organize different information related to a specific domain. So what's the deal between metacognitive awareness and comprehension? It's very important because like children's understanding of their memory limitation can just help them to just come up with different strategies. Older children can understand the severity of a task and they can use like some better, more efficient strategies to just master that task. There is an experiment which is very important. The experiment was about booklets. For example, there were like two booklets. One of them was easy, one of them was difficult. So there were like two groups of students. Group one were first and third graders. Group two were only like seven and fifth graders, fifth to seventh graders. For group one, which were, let's say, younger children, they just put equal time to just read both booklets. They didn't pay attention about the severity of the task. So they for example, spend, let's say, half an hour for booklet number one, half an hour for booklet number two. That wasn't the case for older children because from the beginning they understood that one booklet is just harder than another one. So they put more time on the difficult task. So because they were older, they had higher level of metacognitive ability to just differentiating the task and put different times on each possible task. So it is the deal of metacognitive abilities and the difference between younger and older children. Another point is about reading. Good readers, they are able to understand their own comprehension. They can just monitor their own ability. For example, they can just slow down whenever the task is difficult, the passage is difficult. They can just check, let's say, the dictionary. They can just go back and just find another related idea to the passage and just try to map that specific passage based on their previous knowledge. So it is the difference between people who have high ability in metacognition and people who don't have. Awareness of your memory capacity and limitation can help you to just select the best mnemonic strategy. Research actually showed that it can just help you to just come up with more appropriate techniques and enhance your ability to just problem solving better. So actually successful interventions, I just can help everyone to just improve their own performances, and it can just help everyone to just enhance their metacognitive awareness. I actually did a lot of research about adults who might be native in a specific language and who might not be. Metacognitive ability and whether, for example, they are aware of, for example, they are not a good reader or they know that they are a good reader. The result is just so amazing. If like there are like so many elements that can just impact your metacognition ability about a specific task. But for example, just knowing that you are good or you might need more practice can help you a lot to just come up with just better strategy and improve your general performances. So if you want to know more about this, I can send you related articles, probably my own research, an article. So yeah, that's all about it. There are some group activities here, which since this class is not in person, you can just do it by yourself, but read the textbook and do your best answering these two questions. They are important. So another question here is why knowledge of the physical world is important? Why we should know a lot about this? The answer is it can help us to survive. It can help us a lot. Infants, they need that basic knowledge for just survival because it is important. The knowledge of properties of solidity and principle of continuity and causality is also important. We had this in chapter 1. I bet some of you guys felt like we won't see them again, but we have it again here. There are like at least 2 pages about this. There are going to be some exam questions. So know about this, know how this can just help children, like how having like some knowledge about this can help children to perform better and survive better. It is important. And I'm talking more in the next section.